this thing. I love that sign up there, NWO for life. I love you guys. You're it. I got jackknifed through a stage by one of the most powerful men on the planet. And the next day I woke up and I could still wiggle my toes and feel my fingers. And I asked myself one very important question. Do I want to be consumed by the power, or do I want to become part of the force? You guys know what I mean back there. A couple days later, Mr. Hall, Mr. Nash, myself, we got together. We had a little summit. We did some talking, we did some thinking, we did some planning, and what we really did is we decided to consolidate power, because get this, not only am I the highest ranking executive in the NWO, I'm the highest ranking executive at WW. What a wonderful country. So here's the deal. Listen up in the back in the locker room, because you guys, you have 30 days from right now to convert your WW contracts to NWO contracts.
Does he mean announcers?
We are going to build a dynasty.
I don't know.
You're either with us or you're against us. And by the way, Mr. Piper, as the highest ranking executive, now that you've signed the match to meet Hogan, here's the deal. Watch yourself real close, because I can and I will fine you if you get out of hand. Is this too much or what? Whoa, 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 whoa.
What is this all about?
I don't know what Bagwell and Riggs is thinking about. There's Riggs with the hands down.
Bagwell and Riggs, are they going to take on the entire NWO here?
Yes! We have a taker!
I guess he wants to keep his contract.
Yes!
I guess he does.
Hey, wait a minute.
Scotty Riggs.
Hey!
Attacked by Bagwell.
They must have got to Bagwell already.
I don't know if they have or not. There has been friction with members of this team. And the NWO is just ruling the roost here. Down goes Scotty Riggs. Mark Bagwell officially, I guess, a member of the New World Order.
Wait a minute.
It looks to me like those who hesitate, they get punked.
I think there's a sign that pretty much says it. Lex Luger, the real champion. Lex Luger, what a roller coaster 7 days you have just gone through.
You know, Gene, I'd be a liar if I didn't say that it wasn't the happiest moment of my wrestling career. But only for a short while, and let me tell you why. WWF wrestlers, both friend and foe, come together as one. And that's been the strength of the NWO, their cohesiveness, their strength in numbers. And that was the beginning of WW and their strength in numbers. So I feel that last week was a foundation, a building point for WW. As far as Sting goes, I've watched that tape 1,000 times before War Games and after. They had me fooled, they had a lot of other people fooled. But once again, I'll take responsibility. Sting's hurt, he's angry, he's obstinate. I've approached him, I've apologized. Our friendship has stood a lot of tests through the years, but this is the biggest test yet. And sometimes when you're really good friends, you have to give them some respect, you have to give them some space, and that's what I'm giving to Stinger.
Wait a minute, not again.
What's the problem here?
Not again with this.
Is this work? Nice to see you dressed up this week, Larry. Hey, I don't see you laughing today, huh?
Funny guy, huh?
Well, that was so funny last week, right? Like funny like a clown, right? Were you laughing at me? Ain't so funny tonight, am I? See, we can put this on anytime we want. I can be real funny. I can be deadly. So can this man. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Bad neck, right?
You got the bad neck, right? You want to pick up your kids? Huh?
You want to step in here?
Hey, you're the one that laughed at him. They know what I think of them.
You know what I want to know is I've been hearing my whole career how scary the faces of fear are. They say, everybody says that Ming and the Barbarian are the two toughest guys in the business. Well, you tell those two islanders, come on out here, and we'll slap that coconut breath out of you. Tell them to come on down.
Yeah, go ahead. This is how they function. They're cowards.
Hey, we know those faces of fear are here, so if they won't come to us, we'll go to them.
Don't let it bother you. This is how they operate. They're a bunch of cowards. They're DiBiase's paid thugs.
We apparently are on the air.
Hey, I told them what I thought. You laughed at him last week, but I don't appreciate this either. Where's all the security?
Oh my goodness, we've got another fight with fans.
All you gotta do is you always gotta pick your spot. Hey, hey!
My goodness.
Again, Tony, you can't be upset about what happened. These guys are thugs. They're paid by DiBiase, and you're okay. So don't relax about it. Don't be all upset.
Yeah, I don't need to be pushed around. I'm not a wrestler. You're a wrestler.
Yeah, but
so why didn't you step in front for me? I mean, how long have we been?
Okay.
How long have we been friends?
Okay. You're okay, and I'm not Clint Eastwood.
Well, I can only say this, and I'm going to apologize, everybody, because I've never done this before at all. But I don't need to be pushed around. I've got 5 children. I got a wife. I've got a great job. I tell you what, Big Mouth, why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead? If you can't step in front of me, why don't you handle the broadcast?
Hey,
why don't you try play-by-play?
Don't get upset.
I don't need guys 7 feet tall getting out here.
I don't need guys 7 feet tall either coming out here.
Órale, órale. Hey, dog, in his body. You wanna come in the chosen man, you wanna do sweet órale with the new world policy, ends for life. Can't go on the right, and the letting you bring on the black and white. You just might wanna back off, let your opinion stand. The new order cause can't bring it down, nothing less than a keep it on to
Jeff, we talked, you know Ric Flair is out, not able to compete. Mike Tenay talked about it earlier. You said, throw my name in the hat. I want to face the Giant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the championship committee has heard his cry. Jeff Jarrett will face the Giant. Oh, yeah.
I feel great tonight, Tony Schiavone, because, for a couple of reasons. I said I was coming in to make an impact. Everybody's talking about it. What Jeff Jarrett did on Nitro last week. What Jeff Jarrett did on Saturday night. Well, Giant, I'm an impact player, and you're going to find that out when I slap that figure four leg like on you. You and the rest of the stinking NWO. That's right, you're going to respect Ric Flair. And last but not least, and you too, Hogan, all the NWO is going to respect Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, my goodness.
Look who we see strutting down here.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, in his street clothes. Making his way to the ring. What is all of that?
maybe Flair doesn't like the fact that he's kind of strutting his stuff.
I guess that's what he's doing. He's asking him to strut his stuff. Oh, yeah. And Jeff Jarrett, not a bad job at all. Little strut our stuff.
Well, you know what they say, that imitation is the biggest form of flattery.
Just thinking they're in Flair's great career of being 13-time world champion. Oh, get the strut.
I think there was a double strut there.
I think it was a little double flex, you're right. I don't think in his 13-year career that Flair ever wrestled Jeff Jarrett. All right.
Hey. But they're going to compare the size of each other's nose.
Extending the hand to Jeff
Shaking
Jarrett.
his hand. I thought he was going to punch him in the mouth.
No, he shook the hand of Jeff Jarrett, who's going to replace Ric Flair this coming Sunday against the Giant. Woo! And Ric Flair, quite an appearance in the face of what's going on in his life over the past couple of weeks.
I'm going to lay out a few simple facts. You think that you're the new member of the Horsemen. They passed you a wet match. Horsemen, you're all pathetic, each and every one of you. You band together like a pack of rats. You think you're so bad. You're not bad. You're afraid. Each and every one of you are afraid. You fight scared, you walk scared, and you are scared. I'm gonna squeeze. I'm gonna lift you over my head, and BAM! That's the end of Jeff Jarrett.
Fight!
Disqualification.
The big bad Giant. Oh, yeah. Well, it's time for Jeff Jarrett to put up or shut up. It's time for WWF to start playing some offense instead of all defense. It's time for everyone who's ever watched Ric Flair, who respects Flair, to start being the hunters instead of the hunted. How about it, Nature Boy?
Ric Flair, it's good to see you out here.
We gotta have it silent here for a minute, because I want the NWO to hear every word comes out of my mouth tonight. Last week, I sat home and I saw a man stand up and talk good about Ric Flair. That don't happen a lot. In our sport, we don't cry. We don't ask for forgiveness. We just keep on keeping on. Now, you know what? Sometimes we get so good at what we do in life that we take everything for granted. So the NWO, I'm going to tip my hat off to you. You outsmarted the Horsemen, you outflanked us, and worst of all, you played the game dirtier. And thus far, you've won. Everybody in the NWO, remember, for every ounce of blood, for every stitch I take, the day I can get back in that ring, along with a man like Jeff Jarrett and the Horsemen, we will kick the NWO's ass.
Horseman, you get in my way one more time, I will take you out systematically. Like the lean, mean, fighting machine that I am. When you go to bed tonight, check the closet, look under the bed, and say your prayers. Because believe me, there is a monster behind your back.
Disqualification.
Hey, Harlem Heat.
Hey,
Take
you
notice
two
to what we
hillbillies.
did.
I want to know this. Those two hillbillies, they're from Harlem, huh? I think they're two country bumpkins from Texas. and they're going to find out just what the NWO is all about.
The biggest icon in wrestling.
Guess it's NWO time, brothers. The rowdy one, that little red-haired stepchild, Roddy Piper, he always idolized Hulk Hogan and couldn't even lace up my boots. And when I looked in Piper's eyes, after he kept admiring my accomplishments, I saw the fear in his eyes, and as he turned his skirt and ran, that was the best decision of his life.
Hogan, finish!
You're out of line, man. That's illegal. You're out of line. You're nuts, Piper. You're nuts.
Disqualification.
At one time, I may have been content
with just beating you and embarrassing you. But now, the once shining star that was your future now is a dismal light. For when you look into the eyes of the Reaper, you will know your soul and your fate lies in his hands. Rest in peace.